keep those rehearsals coming so I can react to them. Of course, roll titles. Good morning, afternoon or evening everybody, I am Jamie Vision and welcome back to a brand new video where once again I am reacting to this year's Eurovision Song Contest first round of rehearsals. This time it's semi-final 2. And yeah, disclaimer, it's just my reactions, my opinions, and as usual, subscribe, smash the like button, you get the drill, let's get on with it. First up, San Marino, and well, this is colourful to say the least, but it pretty much matches their music video. It's a nice, colourful little performance. I mean, the backing dancers will be as mad as anything. The whole performance looks mad as anything. Obviously, we never got to see Flo Rida during the first rehearsal, but he'll make the trip at some point. Don't you worry about that. But nevertheless, it's given Flo Rida a good indication as to what is happening with everything going on. As far as the stand-in is concerned, well, it's irrelevant because Flo Rida's going to be doing the rapping. So otherwise, I'm quite impressed. It's a nice, good, solid number. I think we'll start off second semi-final. Enough said. Number 2, Estonia. It's copy-paste as far as the national final is concerned, but the song is a bit drab in itself. No wonder the organisers put this at number 2, but it doesn't need anything else special. In terms of its own uniqueness, fine, yes, great, I get it, but nobody really I know is that much impressed by it. Least of all me. It's just a little bit meh. It's not bad, it's not terrible or anything like that, it's just meh. But Estonia, yeah, meh. Third up, Czech Republic, and I think he's a great performer. He's got good vocals actually, surprisingly good vocals. Oh my god! So he twists it up a little bit in terms of the vocals, I'll give him that. But those dancers actually look a little bit ridiculous, if I'm honest with you, especially the way their outfits are on them. It just doesn't suit Czech Republic to the ground. It's for me, an instant non-qualifier. I think this is definitely the lowest out of the semi-finalists out there. How on earth it's not number 2, I don't know. For me, this is lowest out of the lowest. Czech Republic are definitely not going through with this. I mean, they weren't going through with the song just about anyway, but if they came up with a good performance, it might have snuck in, but unfortunately, down the drain they go with that performance. Certainly as far as the first rehearsal is concerned, anyway. Next up, Greece. Oh my days, Stefania, you are so making me love you even more. Different outfit compared to the rest in terms of colours, because it's purple this time around. But in a sense it does kind of suit her in what it kind of matches with her previous attempt of a song with Supergirl. So, you know, in a sense she's kind of going for that Supergirl kind of vibe. But obviously this is last dance and everything. She performs it well. I'm never really a fan of backing dancers these days, but then again, it might swing in their favour. I can't see why Greece shouldn't qualify, and I think this is going to do the same. While it wasn't the most breathtaking of performances, Greece they're going to be impressive come the second semi-final, which don't forget the UK are voting him, so I'm one of those voters. So I think definitely Greece has impressed me. Number 5, Austria. It's just again a meh. It's a meh. While the song itself is not amazing, the performance was, but then again, we've only seen a snippet of it from like the early part of it, so I can't really, if I'm honest with you, go by that particularly. But I mean, what I can go by is that it was just complete meh and a little bit dull. But we still got the camera angles to come. Maybe it could be improvement, but so far it's just a little bit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, Austria, but that's how I feel. Number 6, Poland. Oh my days, you couldn't get this more cringy, more awkward, and more downright like see no evil kind of malarkey going on. It's embarrassingly cringy, all of it. I as much as the song I guess is parable, it's for the whole vibe about it, it just screams cliche Eurovision cringeness. I just can't get behind this one. Sorry, Poland, it's just a little bit. I might consider this as my toilet break song, come to think of it. Next up, Moldova. Hey, they're keeping the silver outfit vibe going, that's for sure, in amongst the female artists. I'm a little bit disappointed that the backing dancers don't have ice cream cones, but hey, I suppose they got to give what they got to give. I like the fact that they're using a rotating platform to keep the vibe going and everything. And that's about it, really. I mean, the backing dancers, the fact they're all in black, kind of, you know, it makes sense. At the end of the day, you can't have them standing out. You need Natalia herself standing out. I think it's alright. I think it's pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad effort. Next up, Iceland. Hey, Davi Freyr and co. You know how to slay this one. Whilst we didn't necessarily see all of it, I know there were some elements we sort of like realised there was a change in it all, but they kept the vibe as per what they did from the live performance from the official video. I suspect they're going to maybe tenfold this with the different camera angles and I suppose some visual effects and stuff like that. But hey, Iceland, it's still nice and quirky enough, nice and different enough to make it stand out from the rest of the field. So it's qualifying, of course it is. Next up, Serbia. Is it just me, or was it a case of trying a little bit too hard? Yes, I get it. It's three very gorgeous women doing all the slaying and the waving of their hair, and all the rest of it, which I guess will appeal to some people, but for some reason it's not appealing to me. Normally I go for that sort of thing, but yeah, just not for me this time around. I just found it wasn't, maybe not necessarily that polished. So they've got improvement to make, and there's still a long way to go. Georgia, now I know a lot of people are not going to rate Georgia. I know they're not. And judging by this first rehearsal, I wouldn't be surprised if opinions don't change. And as far as I'm concerned, opinions don't change for me either. I guess it'll be much better come the camera angle as he's right close. There's some lighting going on with his face, and I think there's going to be some extra visual effects as well, judging by the fact he was blacked out from what we saw on the thing. So we'll see what happens come the second rehearsal, but for now, a bit forgettable if I'm honest with you. Albania, you again, they've gone for the silver outfit element. There's a lot of silver with the female outfits this year. Have you noticed this? Silver everywhere. And actually a lot of like sort of chains and like glittery things going on as well. I don't know, maybe they're all copying each other. But anyways, the song itself isn't that impressive. She's trying to make it the best she possibly can. I like the red effects in the background. That was very cool, you know, with the... That actually is a much better element to it. I will admit that. But aside from that, I'm not so sure it's enough to get it going. But then again, Albania can surprise us. So, and I'll put that as my qualifier anyway for now. Obviously, my opinion can change, but we'll see how the rest of it pans out. So number 12, Portugal, and well, they kept the same as they did in the national final. Of course, they were going to. I like the background notion of it all, but that's about it. They just literally kept what they seemed to be normal with and what they were comfortable with. Not necessarily mind-blowing or anything else like that, but you know what? Portugal are getting up a little bit in the bookies, which means to say that they could potentially pull a shock on the cards. You never know. They could actually qualify with this one, whilst many people said they wouldn't. So, and I for one actually do back that. I think Portugal are going to be little sneaky sods. Number 13, Bulgaria. Okay, this has literally come out of left field, I would say. Look, I know Victoria likes to be in a usual casual kind of outfit, and she's kind of got that Billie Eilish kind of vibe. Come on, we all know that. But hey, not necessarily a bad thing to be compared to a big artist. Not necessarily a bad thing. But as for me, I'm just a bit like, I'm going a bit, ooh. It's interesting, but I'm not so sure it's going to be enough for actually to be voted for. That's the fear I have for Bulgaria. Whilst I get the song, and I'm sure people will be impressed by it, the elevated staging, her standing there in effectively her pyjamas, I don't know, it just comes across as a little bit too trying for me. And I for one, didn't get behind that. But that's just my opinion, and obviously please let me know in the comments below what you thought of this, and of course if everything else is for that matter. So number 14, Finland, put your middle fingers up. They kept with what they did. The background was the same with the performers as per they were, but one of them I think was upside down or something like that. They had the fireworks, they had the pyrotechnics galore. It's going to be a banger, come on, it's surely got to be a banger. which is very surprising why the bookies have all of a sudden popped this down a little bit. I am very surprised by that. Come on, it's a banger, and you know it's a blooming banger for that matter as well. Finland's going through. I am sticking by that. Mind you, still got a second rehearsal to come, but anyway. 15, Latvia. Oh, those backing vocalists slash dancers. I mean, we know Samantha Tina's a little bit mad, but with those things on the head... Imagine she effectively did the same what she did in her national final for last year's entry, or for 2020 entry, which of course never got to see the light of day. But nevertheless, I like the fact that she's kept with her tried and tested method. That's fair enough. It will be standout. It will be standout. Not necessarily to match with the song. I feel like the song and that sort of mismatched a little bit. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Penultimate song of the night, Switzerland. Wow, okay, I certainly didn't expect a load of white blocks, put it that way. I was expecting them properly. I think you and I were all expecting them to be on the piano. We literally thought it would be Duncan Lawrence, Control C, Control V. Not necessarily so. He's going to be standing out there singing To the Universe on a bunch of white blocks. Fair enough. As far as the first look is concerned, it looks impressive. Like, you know, we were taken aback by it, that's for sure, but this time in a good way. It's more noticeable. It obviously sticks John's tears out like a sore thumb, makes him very noticeable, so I can understand that. Yeah, it's a solid qualifier, I can't deny that. Obviously got second rehearsals to come. And finally, Denmark, 1980s. Of course they were going to do that. It's Control C, Control V, as per the national final to the final. Were we expecting anything less? Absolutely not. And that, as a result, has kind of made it go a little bit meh as far as everybody else is concerned, and me. I'm not going to lie, it's maybe gone a little bit... Ugh, is that what you can do? Surely you can't, like, twist it up just a little bit? No, but then again, we've got to put up with that for the last song of the second semi-final. So anyways, I'm all done with my initial reactions to the first rehearsals. We've got the second rehearsals to come of the first semi-final, which I will do a video of that, and of course we still got 6 more countries left for first rehearsals, which are of course the Big 5 and host the Netherlands. I'll be back for another video of that, as well as future videos, but in the meantime, please do let me know what you think of all the first rehearsals. Who's impressed you, who's not impressed you, who do you think's going to qualify, and who do you think's going to crash out, maybe even surprise not qualify. Please do let me know in the comments below. If you want to subscribe to see more of my Eurovision goodness, be sure to click it right down there. And if you want to see a little playlist of all of my initial reactions to this year's songs, this over there, click it over there. Smash that like button as hard as you blooming well can, and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos if you're already subscribed. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!